Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hannah, and today I'm going to be doing a story time. So first I'd like to apologize for this lighting and where I am right now. We lost power last night, there was a big storm, so I don't want to use my light and take up a ton of power when our fridge and other stuff is trying to use the power up, so I'm just using natural light for now. So I apologize for that. And secondly, I just wanted to show you guys what my Halloween costume was. I was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, so I'll insert a picture right here. Yeah, I didn't get it exactly spot on, but I tried with what I had. And apparently Kevin Hart did it as well, so I'm glad to be his costume twin. I love both of them, so. Okay, so for today's story time, I'm going to be talking about the time that I broke my arm. Now, I can't exactly remember what age I was. Let's see, I must have been like 7 or 8. Maybe even a little bit older, I don't remember. It's where I used to live. I used to live in East Granby, Connecticut. It's kind of far from where I am now, but back when I lived there, we lived in a pretty big neighborhood that had a few cul-de-sacs. So I had a lot of friends in the neighborhood, and we would always like ride our bikes around and like play outside. So there was one day that I was riding my bike with one of my best friends, Sam, and her mom, and maybe her sister as well, I don't know, but we were all on our own bikes, and I was somewhat new to riding bikes, at least without the training wheels on. I remember I was so scared to ride a bike, and my dad had to teach me for a long time in our grass in our yard, and I was still scared to do that. I would scream at him to never let go, because he would hold on to me and keep going, but then he would let go, and it would make me mad, even though that's the only way that I was going to learn. So he did what he had to do. And this one day when we were all riding our bikes, there was a pretty big hill that would go down in our neighborhood, and I remember we were going down that hill, and there might have been a car coming or something like that, and I remember my friend's mom saying, like, everyone get to the side of the road, there's a car coming. And I just remember freaking out, and for some reason not knowing how to use my brakes on my bike, even though there was hand brakes as well. I was just stupid. So instead of hitting the brakes like everyone else was doing and just pulling over to the side, I decided to drag my feet as I was going really fast down this hill, and I like lost control, and there was a curb on the side of the road there, and I went bumping over the curb, and my bike literally like flipped over, and I fell off the bike into the grass. So I was fine. I fell into the grass, had a nice soft landing, but of course my bike fell on top of my arm. So it was my right arm. It was this one right here. And I just remember feeling a lot of pain, and my friend's mom was kind of cracking a joke because I think I landed in dog poop. You know, just my luck. I have bad luck with a lot of stuff. So I landed in dog poop, of course, and she just thought it was so funny, but then she made sure that I was okay, and I think I was crying, and I was just like in shock a little bit, and I was saying my arm hurts, and I was kind of caressing my arm because if I held it, that was the only way it didn't hurt. And it was so long ago, I barely remember the pain. I just remember it was bad. So, let's see, I think they walked me. I mean, I couldn't ride my bike anymore, so I think they walked me back to my house. And one of my friends like walked my bike back too, and I think I had a Barbie bike with like, I'll insert a picture of me riding it. I actually do have a picture of me riding it before it like broke. But I think it was a Barbie bike with the little strainers, the pink strainers, like, is that what they're called? I don't remember. But they were hanging off of the handles, and it looked really cute. And I think it had a little plastic Barbie basket in the front, and I think the Barbie basket got like smashed up or destroyed or cracked or something when I did this, so I don't remember if I even kept the bike or if we got rid of it. I don't remember how much damage was done to the bike. But anyways, so they take me home, and my parents thanked my friend's mom for like taking me here and taking care of me and making sure I was okay. And then I just remember telling them how much pain I was in and that I wanted to go to the doctor. And they like didn't believe me for some reason at first. I mean, now that I'm an adult, I understand why they might have thought I was lying and not wanted to go to the doctor, because doctors are so expensive, you know. You could just go for a quick emergency room visit and that bill's gonna be up there. So I understand why they didn't want to go at first, because of the money, and they probably figured if we go and she isn't actually hurt, that was a waste of money. So they didn't believe me at first, and I kept saying, I think my arm's broken, and I think my mom was telling me a story about when she broke her arm when she fell off a horse, but she might have told me that afterwards. But I just remember I've never ridden a horse in my whole life, and I think I really had a fear of that because of how my mom broke her arm. But she was on those really tall horses. Maybe one day I'll ride one. But anyways, back to the story. So that night, I remember my dad said, if it still hurts in the morning, we'll go to the doctor. He's like, just want to make sure it's not like sprained or just in pain for the moment. So I slept on the couch in the basement because we have those couches that like recline backwards. And I just remember I did not sleep a wink. Like, I was up all night because it was hurting. It was just like radiating pain. Anytime I moved my arm the slightest bit, it was like a shooting pain. And that was the first time I'd ever broken anything. And ever since then, I still have not broken anything since. So I've done good. So all night I was just awake, and I was like resting my arm like this, I believe. I forget how I was holding it, but it was just on the armrest, sitting as still as I could, because I didn't want it to hurt. So finally the morning came around and my parents took me to the doctor, just like my pediatrician at first, I think. I don't think we went to the hospital. So I remember we went there and they took an x-ray, and of course the doctor right away was like, her arm was broken. You should go to the hospital and get a cast. So then of course my parents felt bad and they were like, oh, she's had a broken arm this whole time and she's been in so much pain, and we didn't take her to the doctor. So I'm sure they felt awful, but you know, we did what we had to do. And so then we went to the children's hospital, and it's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure it's the same day that my father was getting back surgery, and he was in the hospital, like the adult hospital, like right across the street. So maybe that's another reason they didn't want to take me to the doctor, because they knew my dad's surgery was soon and there was just so much going on. So it was really bad timing, but so my mom had to like go back and forth between the hospitals. You know, that was her life for the day. And my brother was just following her around because he was even younger than me. And my grandma came to visit, I think, because she was visiting him for my dad for his surgery. And so we finally got in to see the doctor, and they gave me a cast, and I chose blue because that's my favorite color still to this day. But it was a blue kind of like my shirt, actually. I remember that. And I don't remember what it felt like getting the cast on, but I don't think I liked it because it's heavy. And I think they gave me a sling as well. And then we went home, and this was right before the summertime, I believe. And you know, being a little kid, like, you love to go outside and play with your friends, so I was pretty bummed out that I couldn't really do much because of my broken arm, because we would always ride bikes and do things that involved like your arms. Even riding a swing would be hard with like a broken arm, I don't know. But I remember that summer my brother and I, we would not sleep in, but like during the day we would hang out in my parents' bedroom on their like king-size bed, and we would just play like Xbox games, because I think since my dad had his surgery and I broke my arm, we didn't own an Xbox at the time, but I believe one of our family members or a family friend, I think, gave us their Xbox just for the time being, so we'd have something to do, which was really nice of them. And I remember since we were so young, we had like a Shrek game and a Star Wars game. I don't think it was Lego Star Wars. Might have been Lego Star Wars, but I don't think it was. But I just remember, despite being sad and like having a broken arm all summer, I have some good memories of playing Xbox with my brother, especially the Star Wars game. We would like choose the weirdest looking alien looking characters, and we would like have lightsaber battles and find little hideouts to hide our character in. It was pretty fun. So that's about the story. I don't remember how long I had the cast on. Probably not too long, probably just a few months, but it's all kind of a blur. But I'll definitely think of some more stories to tell you guys. I've got 22 years of them, so let me know if you have any weird stories and comment them down below, because I'd love to hear them. Or if you have any recommendations for a story, if there's like a specific topic you want to hear about, or not even just a story time, if there's just something you want me to talk about, I guess suggest it down below and I'll put it into consideration. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. And if you want to be notified about when I'm posting, make sure to hit the little bell and it'll tell you when I'm posting, and make sure to subscribe as well. Alright, well, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!